Hello and welcome to another sketchbook tour. My name is Noah, I'm an artist from the Netherlands, and today we are going through my high school sketchbook and I will tell you something about it. So, I got this sketchbook in the last 2 years of high school, and we had to choose that class next to your other mandatory curriculum. You could choose art, and I was allowed to do art, and I'm very grateful for that because it makes high school a little bit more fun. On the first page, you see here a later assignment where we had to do some swatching and the emotions that paint will get, and this is blue. On the other page is a collage of different kind of letters, and you had to see what kind of letters you liked and how you want to see those letters, I think, if I remember correctly. And I still quite like some of these. This is for an assignment base of Giuseppe Arcimboldo. And here you see a face, but out of different things. So these are birds, and these are like some steampunk something idea I had. This was more of the letters, and we had to do one word, but in different kind of letters. And I used the word recht, and it translates to right. So not your left, but your right. And I quite like the one with the butterflies. This one I copied from somewhere on the internet. And the one with the ice strips I do really like. It's not very realistic, but I do like it. Some more ideas. Do not remember for what. A heart with love. Well, only the L of love, but it's supposed to be love, I think. And this was for the lettering assignment. That in very beautiful letters. I probably copied from the internet, but it's okay. And some more experimenting with the letters. This is supposed to stand here scary with some kind of doll with a cute dress. More of the scary ones. It was around the time that the movie Beautiful Creatures came out. Quite like that movie. About a witch. Some color swatching, some plants, someone in a dress. It's like a lot of doodles. Quite a lot of doodles. A woman, some fire, a heart, bubbles, plants, a watch, a highway or something, landscapey thing. This is some reference for animals, an owl and a rave. Some pastels, swatching. Yeah, it's not the most exciting sketchbook I own. And probably a lot of me was during that time talking to my friends and not drawing. This is supposed to be some mix and matching of my grandma and something I saw at the museum. It looks very weird, but it probably was because the thing in the museum was very weird. But I still make art like this sometimes. Like, I do like the composition. Some watercolor practicing, hearts and some swatching. And I ripped something out of here. do not remember what. Some IDs. And on the right, it's supposed to be Rapunzel from Tangled. I think I could do that one better now. Here's some practicing of the head and the proportions. I think it's good practice and I should do it more because the head is quite difficult, I think. Some more practicing of the mouth, the eyes and the ear. Quite do like this ear though, with the shadowing in it. And a girl in a dress. An eye with some heart. And something with watercolor, a face. Just looking straight at you. Red. Oh, I like this eye. I do remember I copied it from the internet though. Most of it is copied from the internet. And another face, looking a bit weird. It's all a bit too much. Another face, one from a man of the side. And this bird, I do really like this bird and the wings, but I know I also copied it from the internet from somewhere. This is Abby from NCS, at least a part of her. And I quite like how I did the hair. This was from another assignment. You had to pick out 3 things and then you had to draw it in perspective, if possible. And with light. So what does it do for the subject? And I think you had to do it out of your head, which is kind of strange. Now I do art school, like it's better to use the reference and use the light source to figure it out. And after that, because it was high school and we did not know what we were doing. So more shapes with shadows. Some IDs, a six pack, at least a part of a six pack, a bit of a bird something. This was for a project of a box, and you had to choose someone you like. I choose Andy Warhol, and I do still like Andy Warhol's work. Slam FM, some doodles, lots of doodles. A dog. And on the other side, some inspiration from Andy Warhol's work, like the Campbell soup, the Mickey Mouse one I saw probably somewhere, and Marilyn Monroe's nose and mouth. Here's Do You See a Marilyn Monroe? And I do remember I used this one. No, I used one on the other page with the glasses. Because you had to make it your own, so I put glass in on it. Here do you see the reference from Marilyn Monroe? and we had to copy the Marilyn Monroe, and we had to cut it out and we had to paint like a schablone, which was quite cool. I do not have the box anymore, but I do remember making this. So lots of Marilyn Monroe cut out. And this was the other one box I did with the cow, because of this design of Andy Warhol with the cows. I made my own cow, and from that I did a painting, I remember. In 2013, I see here. This was for a project. I do remember painting a girl, a pirate. And I quite like this face from the side. Not perfect, but I do like it. Some weird creature with the landscape, an eye, a box, and in the Dutch you have this grading system, like 1 is bad and 10 is the best, and a 5.5 is that you passed. So above a 5.5 is preferable, and I got an 8.5 on this box with the perspective lesson. Some more ideas for something. I think this one is quite funny with the lamb. A ruler and some other objects to measure things. And here, quite cute, an older man with a young child. And here you can see my anime time, where I like drawing anime or manga. This is also a box in perspective. I do not where this one is from with the hearts. Another box with practicing perspective. Another ruler. Probably for something for school. This was when we had to do a 3D painting, where it looks like if you lay it flat, it comes at you. And we used to make a dinosaur. And these are some idea sketches. And we named them Carl, Karen, and 3 Mox. But here on the right, you see the dinosaur and the grid we used to make the 3D street art artwork. And here you see some buildings and some measurements. Some other perspective drawings from a staircase. And this was gathering some information about images you like, and then you had to explain something of it, and then the emotions it evokes with you. So, aggression, trouw in English is, don't know, happiness, intelligence, scary, or you being scared. Schichtig, another word I do not know in English. I will look them up. But I quite like the paintings I choose for all these emotions. And I do know intelligence is not an emotion. And more artworks with the emotions. Quite abstract, all of them. I think probably because it was easier. I think abstract words and emotions are easy that way. This is one of the paintings I did. It was from Italian, so an owl with it, and on this background is supposed to be an abstract that says something about your intelligence. I do not see it now, but it's fine. Some more practicing background, maybe from being in love or happiness. I do not remember. This was the rave of the crow, and it's supposed to be a scary background, so a lot of dark colors. Some more practicing backgrounds with blue. And this is a parrot, and I think the background is supposed to be happy with all the colors and tips. Some flowers from an Andy Warhol screen printing I saw at the museum. Some other painting I saw at the museum, and some other artworks. I do not remember from who they were, and I did not write it down. This is the last assignment of high school we had to do, and some ideas, I think. At least some information, some steps. I did not like this last assignment. I did a Miley Cyrus on a wrecking ball, and I think the painting turned out horribly horrible. I did not like that painting. It was horrible, and I did not like it. I passed, but it's both did not like it. Some girl with a down in the background. I don't know. Another girl with a dress. Some girl from the side. And I think that is my high school sketch.